This is Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEWTF.
What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put over the PWG library.
I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding.
Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
Hello, and welcome to AEWTF, and you know what that means. Time for this sham of a podcast.
Hooray, you did it.
I did it. We're going to be talking about the September 8th Dynamite.
Did you mean Sham Wow?
I did.
It's a good thing.
What? Sham
Is
Wow?
it a good thing? Sham Wow?
Okay.
You don't know what a Sham Wow is?
I do, but I don't know what you're I don't know the reference.
We don't want to be associated with the guy that sold those, though, because
Oh, is he a bad hombre?
I think he was canceled years ago.
Yeah, he got super canceled.
He was super Swedish or something.
That makes
He was
sense.
like
He was
podcast.
kind of looked like the Miz to me. He was reminding me of the Miz.
Yeah, I can see that. He's got Miz energy. He's got that big Miz energy.
BME.
Oh, that's a new thing.
Hashtag BME. Tag the Miz.
Big Miz. He might use
Christopher
it.
Daniels is going to be so mad.
Who is?
Christopher Daniels, he stole his BME and made it something worse.
Oh, yeah. Best insult ever.
I forgot. I thought those initials sounded familiar.
I did too as I was saying it. I was like, what was that?
Joey said that's the stiffest move he's ever taken.
Who's this Joey fella?
Chance Prophet. Oh, I just broke kayfabe. But he worked Daniels in a TNA, like Dark or whatever, and he said it's the stiffest thing he's ever taken in wrestling at the time.
I have hit you with that exact same move like 10 times, and I don't think it hurt you, so I think Chance is full of shit. You can tell him
Well, no,
so.
I think he just thinks that Daniels was just stiff, just all out, doesn't, just crushes you.
I think Chance Profits gave me the stiffest kick ever.
I have the stiffest frog splash ever.
Well,
yeah, I can't think of anybody worse than yours.
Yeah, because here's what happened. When I first started doing the frog splash, I would bitch out on it and put my toes down, like hit toes, knees, and kind of like a ripple effect, so I overcorrected. I was like, I'm just going to kill people.
Well, Chance Profit picked me in the spine and my nose bled. So
yeah, that was
think
crazy.
Well, it's all connected. Anatomy and whatnot.
Don't bird law this. So speaking of bird law, we get Malachi Black and Dustin Rhodes to open the
There's
show.
not a single bird in this. What are you talking
I'm
about?
pretty sure it's a bird skull, a big bird skull he wears.
I think he's got you there. I think
I was under the assumption it was a deer antler skull.
he might have you the back.
Oh,
This is a good volley. Let's keep this up.
I submit to whatever. So this was okay. What really made me mad was the "you still got it" to the Canadian Destroyer, because I'm like, it's all Malachi Black. I know I'm a guy who rides someone's back on it all the time.
Well, also, Dustin does it every match now. So
Yeah, they're like, you still got it compared to last week.
It used to be the Code Red he did every match. Now it's the Destroyer because he realizes it's easier when you don't have to hook the arms.
Mm-hmm.
well, here's a thing that I don't know if anybody else noticed or not, but the entrance tunnel, knowing whether somebody's heel or face, that has completely gone away now.
No, It didn't go away. What it is, I was very confused by it too. They switched it up because the hard cam's on the opposite side of the arena. They switched which one's heel and face. They always want the baby faces being the one away from the commentators for some reason.
Wait. What's babyface mean?
It means you have a big, fat, stretchy face like a baby.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that everybody was coming out the wrong entrance usually, or like the
I was
normal,
so confused when I started paying attention. I had to watch for like 6 fucking straight segments.
I
Out.
only noticed that Punk came out of the wrong one, and I thought, he's just fucking with people because where he acted like he was going to go to the other tunnel, so he just went to the other tunnel. But then I didn't look again when anyone was coming out. So,
But more importantly, on all this entranceway talk, did anyone notice the sign in the front row that said Nyla farted?
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah, I'm glad to see good signs coming back to wrestling.
They do a whole segment of Botchamania that has all the video game signs from.
I saw that. It was very weird. I didn't know that was a thing that was happening.
the Botchmania guy always like retweets him on Twitter, so his Twitter feed's just literally signs from AEW shows about video games now.
Nerds.
One more quick thing about the entrances, and then I'll move on. Malachi Black's entrance music sounded way better this week.
Yeah, I thought about that when I heard it.
I actually paid attention this time, and I'm like, I don't know if they've changed it, but I don't hear the problem you was talking about.
It was actually a lot clearer, a lot more like you could actually understand what was. It wasn't so. It didn't feel like somebody just kept the volume real low.
Speaking of keeping the volume real low, JR sounded sleepy this whole show.
I think that's just JR now, unless Powerhouse Hobbs is involved. He super
was motivated on the pay-per-view. He had a bunch of decent commentary on the pay-per-view, but
he's still recovering from that.
I also think that without Excalibur there and with Taz there, he's not as serious. Taz is not as serious, so I think it brings GR down, but Excalibur's extra serious. So
there's a couple times throughout the show tonight where they completely just botched the name of moves because Excalibur's not there and Tony's just trying to do his best.
Everything's a match, actually.
Everything's a Pele to Tony. Any kind of kick that you twist, he's like, because he called Ruby Soho's finish a Pele, and he also called who did the backflip kick, straight backflip.
I know what you're talking about. It wasn't Dante Martin, was it?
Yes, it was Dante Martin. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, Pele is like, kinda. I guess I'll let you go with that one, but definitely not Ruby Soho's finish is not a Pele.
One of the matches on this episode, they call I forget what matches they call a spine buster, a power bomb.
Yeah, it's Powerhouse Hobbs.
Okay,
yeah.
Tony and JR both say it.
They're both in agreement.
I think it was Rampage, but so Pac does his dive where he does a twist into the moonsault in midair. And Tony called it the Tope Con Hiro, which literally translates to top rope flip, and he didn't flip at all. Like, it's not a front flip. It wasn't the right.
Yeah, Tony trying to be Excalibur did not work out well.
He's like, I've heard Excalibur call
this. I didn't mind this match. I thought this match was all right up until the boot came out. And everything after the boot got pulled out, I thought it went downhill. It all fell apart. I didn't mind that. I thought that was a good idea, but I thought the match itself kind of fell apart after that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mind this match. I liked it quite a bit, actually, but the thing that stuck out most in my notes was when they went and did that rough back suplex table spot. I noticed that the bell ringer is a hot gothic chick that uses a turnbuckle pad to sit on as a cushion.
Oh. Well, yeah. So I'll have to rewatch the show again. For the
I just thought it was funny they just had a turnbuckle pad to make the chair softer.
Why is Draven slamming his face in that turnbuckle pad?
Here, boys.
I hate this. He's been doing it for 30 fucking years, but I want to say that I hate the back bump into a punch spot.
I'm gonna go as far away from you as possible and hurt myself in the process, and then lightly slap you.
Yeah, it's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
And then he did it again towards the end, but he dropped to his knees.
Yeah, he's getting older. Can't bump
and punch him. And to be have a little bit of a Cornette rant here. He did an amazing job of selling his knee for almost the whole match, and then for whatever reason, out of nowhere, he drops to his knees, punches Malachi Black in the face, and then springs up like he's perfectly fine.
Thanks for letting me see that now.
Like, just completely stopped selling the knee for a little bit.
I noticed it. I just chalked it up to adrenaline.
Yeah, I mean, I actually
excuse for everything.
I tried to chalk it up to like his knee gave out on him, and he dropped down, and then out of desperation, he punched him, but then he just kind of jumped back up and kept on going. So
when he did his whole comeback, most of his whole comeback was stuff where he didn't give a shit about the knee, but he'd pop up and like kick it out for a second.
What the fuck happened on the power slam spot? Like, he whips Malachi Black in, Malachi grabs the ropes and holds on, and then Dustin stands there and looks at him for a few seconds, and then does the power slam motion without Malachi.
It was supposed to be that Malachi hooks the ropes and he takes the bump, but yeah, you're right. The timing was way off, and he clearly saw Malachi hook before he missed the power slam.
Plus, that spot even if you talk, that doesn't make sense. Like, if he's taken one step or whatever, okay, but he had to walk half the ring. So, like, you would see him coming and not power slam. But
the way Dustin does it with that twisting, quick Orton motion, if they just went full speed, super fast, and did it, it would work. But they were going slow and.
He's done it before, and it usually looks good. Like, it usually makes sense. The guy hooks the ropes, Dustin's already kind of going into the motion, and it works. But this time, like, they just sat and looked at each other for a few seconds, and then Dustin was like, and whoop, and went and did it for no reason.
Maybe Dustin forgot the spot.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he thought Malachi Black was going to start taking a few steps. Like, I think it was supposed to look like Malachi tricks him, but the timing was really off or something.
So I'm glad that the very second to last bump on this was he ate the exposed buckle with his face, because that kick missed by a goddamn mile.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah, it did.
And I don't think that one was Malachi Black's fault.
No.
Like, Dustin,
I don't know. I think
Dustin was not interested in leaning into that at all.
Malachi also wasn't high enough, even if, you know.
Yeah, if it's his finish and he's throwing it, he's got to make sure he can reach there before he even does it, so it's not Dustin's fault.
That's true. But, I mean, you know, help a guy out and lean into things.
Yeah,
True. I lean into everything.
I probably overcorrect because I'm like,
yeah. It's why I've had my nose broken a million times and almost knocked out plenty of times.
Why does he come running with his face forward? I don't. This is a bad idea.
I want to make you look good.
Then we get Lucha Bros talking about being tag champs, and so
I would appreciate if somebody would clean the fucking belt because Penta's blood is still on it.
Yeah, I noticed that actually. I never watched Being the Elite, but they had where they're doing a seance to bring back Adam Cole.
Yeah,
and
I saw this.
But the clips from the floor camera for Being the Elite from Brandon Cutler of the cage match are in slow mo.
Those are so good, dude.
They're beautiful. Like, it's when wrestling is actually art. It is spectacular.
I didn't see those. I'll have to go back and watch that.
It's at the very end of that video, yeah.
Okay, I just watched the seance part. Somebody posted just that part of it on Twitter.
Oh, okay. So after the seance is they're so cool because it's actually like standing ringside. You know, it's different than the way it looks on TV, but they're all in slow-mo and stuff, and like the super kicks and stuff you get to see nailing. Like, it's really cool.
Yeah, I'll go back and watch that.
But then we also get Eddie Kingston, taking exception to Miro cheating.
Yeah, kicking him in the dick.
Yeah, kicking him in the dick. That's what he should say.
For having a dick in the first place.
Yeah. There you go. Shouldn't have had a dick. So Punk does his normal thing, and then for some reason they're going to make him work Team Taz, which is the worst idea ever.
So I did shout out Hobbs in an online thing a while ago. He's been hyping up Hobbs for a while
because he likes MMA. Ugh.
Yeah, I think I don't mind this.
Wait, I don't get that. Hold on, Hobbs has nothing to do with MMA.
First of all, Taz has something to do with MMA, and it's his kid.
Hook would be his kid, not Hobbs.
Like, not real MMA. Like, he doesn't. He just has like. I mean, he does like martial arts, but
he's a black belt in judo, isn't he? Taz?
Yeah, but I mean, he's not like a UFC related guy.
Am I in a room by myself right now? Do you know that Hook and Hobbs are not the same guy? You're talking about Hook, but
I'm talking about Hook.
But you've been saying Hobbs this whole time.
Oh, I meant Hook. It's my bad. I can't tell the difference. They look so much alike. I don't know who's who.
Yeah, I don't mind this. I actually the first time I watched Dynamite as it aired, but didn't take notes. I was tired as hell. I just wanted to watch wrestling. So the first time I watched it, when Taz like stands up and interrupts him, I was like, "What random shit is it?" I was like, "Did Punk forget to say one of their names?" But then when I went back and watched it a second time, like, it's set up pretty well because during Punk's entrance, Taz is like, so we're gonna keep doing this love fest. Like, he's kind of putting over the story as it's happening. I don't mind it. I think it's a good way to get the guys in Team Taz a little bit of like a real. They might get some attention on him now and gives them a good chance to get some spotlight on him.
My only positive out of this whole thing is there will eventually be a CM Punk Ricky Starks match.
Yeah, that's the only good thing.
I do find it very unsettling. Happy hype man Punk. It's weird. Like, he's super happy. He's putting everything over. He's just like
it's weird. It is weird.
It's good. He's doing a good job at it. It's just so weird because I'm not used to it.
It is odd, but I really do like it because it shows that AEW is a connected world. Like, instead of WWE where nobody is supposed to know anything about what other people are doing, like, you act like you act like you're in your own bubble all the time. Like this is like, hey, everybody knows what's happening in the promotion, and everyone's involved.
Punk knows so much that he's like shouting out people's aunts in the front row.
Yeah,
Punk used to be Draven, and now he's old Vance Desmond. He went from mean and negative to happy and positive.
No.
I thought Punk and Taz had a really good chemistry on the mic back and forth. And then I fucking loved Punk dropping the beat me if you can, survive if I let you, because that was always one of my favorite.
That was great.
Yeah, I always fucking loved that back in Taz's ECW days.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, when wrestling was real.
When Taz was a wrestler.
And Powerhouse Hobbs is clearly the new JR guy.
Yeah.
Like,
well, JR loves him some football players, and he's built like a football player.
Is the JR guy the guy that he refuses to call by their gimmick name because he was calling him Willie Hobbs and Jungle Boy, Jack Perry?
Yeah, JR always gets a little nickname for people, and I mean, not nicknames, even he'll use your real name, but he always makes sure he knows all about his guys.
He's really come downhill from the Texas Rattlesnake and the Cerebral Assassin.
Well, those were never his guys. His guy was Steve Williams, like Dr. Death Steve Williams, and like he's always got his guy.
Austin's got to be his guy.
For the Attitude Era, it was.
Yeah.
Until Steve Williams came in, and then
I mean, there were guys that like he's not supposed to be putting over quite as hard as he does, but he's always done it.
Wardlow's another dude where he always goes out of his way to put him over.
Yeah,
they look like WWE guys.
Big guys.
Mm-hmm. Who's not into big guys? Speaking of big guys, we get damn, that doesn't work as well because it's Santana Ortiz. I was trying to skip to Ruby Soho. Like, speaking of big guys, Ruby Soho. But Santana Ortiz are coming for the top spot, and then we get Ruby Soho, which I thought her promo was pretty good. Her and Britt had good chemistry, I thought.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, I like this. The catering line was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ruby telling Tony that she knows Britt's his girl, but she's going to beat her ass.
Yeah,
it was good stuff.
Then we get Hook versus Dante Martin or Powerhouse Hobbs.
Whatever you want to call him.
Well,
did you guys see? I'm sure you did, but did you guys recognize how bad Hobbs got a concussion? Didn't know what the fuck was going on?
I didn't even notice.
I didn't realize I didn't really put it together, but I did notice he seemed pretty off.
So I actually rewound it because I'm like, this was fucking weird. What happened? I had to rewind it to see. But so Dante Martin does a flip dive, and it casually hits him in the head. No big deal as he's catching him. But then when he takes the back bump, it's the full on his head bounces off the fucking ground.
Is it the one where he jumps over Hook?
Yes.
Okay.
And then from there, Dante has to like be the big body guy and roll Hobbs in because he's so wobbly, and then he's out of place on every single fucking thing they do.
Yeah,
and then he hits the spine buster.
I noticed the kicks were out of place.
He hits the spine buster, and he's so fucked up he doesn't even know to cover him. And the ref's like, cover him. This is it.
Ah. Yeah.
And then once he wins, he just lays on his back, knocked the fuck out.
I thought they were just doing a really good job of selling whenever Dante had to get him back into the ring. But now it makes more sense that he was. Man. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense.
If you still have the ability to go back and watch it now, looking for the concussion, and you won't be able to miss it.
I don't think I catch it from this, but I took that dive from Facade Remix and I bounced my head off the gym floor. And there's a little 6-second music video on YouTube, but it's in the clip. I hit my head so hard on the floor, it made such a loud noise. My family was sitting in the top of the bleachers and they heard it. My head cracked the floor.
Jesus.
Yeah, it looks bad on video. You're like, he's dead, but I wasn't that bad. I was all right.
Once you have so many concussions, they stop kind of.
I had a torn hamstring during that, so I was more focused on that.
You also didn't have a bald spot, so you had more of a cushion.
Oh, true. Now it's way more dangerous.
As far as positives for this match, I thought the dive spot where he caught him and threw him into the post was fucking dope.
Yeah. I thought this match was decent. It showed off both guys' strengths and abilities. Dante Martin versus Ray Phoenix, whenever that happens, is gonna fucking rule.
Yeah.
I think they might as well just have it in space because they're not going to be able to gravity.
It's because you just watched the new Fast and Furious. You're like, everything
should be in space.
Yes. Spoiler. They get the science right because the car is really, really frozen that's in space. So
at least they did that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it would have burned up, but that's fine. It's fine.
I'm sure Neil deGrasse Tyson is going to be a dickhead on Twitter about it. Well, actually, yeah, that is not how it would work.
Well, I mean, the car gets a rocket booster attached to it, and then they put it on a plane, and then they drive off the plane and shoot off the rocket. So yeah, totally good science there.
That sounds like science to me.
Yeah, I mean,
Covered all their bases, I think.
I'm no rocket surgeon, but
What about a brain scientist?
Not anymore. Not after the lawsuit.
no, you can't just do that. That's how I usually do everything. I'm just going to do this.
Look, yeah, I'm a doer. Okay.
It's like when I opened my business, the fire marshal showed up, and he's like, "Well, usually," he said, "you're pretty good, even though people who dodge getting an inspection usually don't do this good." I said, "I wasn't dodging anything. I didn't know that was a thing." He's like, "Yeah, it's definitely a thing." I was like, "Oh, all right, well,
if you say so."
Inspect away."
This fire inspector, like that's a real job or something.
Yeah.
First of all, I put out the fire long before you got here. We use barrels to keep warm in here.
Yeah. Saves on gas costs or heating costs.
I should have. I paid $1,400 electric bills there. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. We could have definitely lit some barrels on fire.
Holy shit.
Yeah, $1,400 electric bill. Like 3 months in a row, but it was summer, not winter. Winter wasn't that bad, but yeah. So anyway, speaking of money, Matt Hardy wants to cut. Oh, yeah, Dan Lambert first. I forgot about him.
Skip my least favorite segment of all time, always.
That was for you.
I do. So the only thing that came out of this promo for me is a little bit of fantasy booking.
Jason's not here. You're stepping on his fucking...
Yeah, somebody has to fill the role. So since I'm predicting that FTR are going to be the ones to kind of step up and just like basically just job out men of the year to begin their face turn that results in them in the Bucks feud.
I'm listening.
I don't think you could be more wrong.
I probably am, but that is how I...
First of all,
Dan Lambert even says something about top guys, which is the main reason I started thinking that.
To get into Jason's role, we got to pay the toll troll. So
the role or his hole?
Either.
That boy's soul. Oh, my takeaway from this promo is we've been saying that Dan Lambert's a really good promo, and now I'm doing a 180 on that, and I think he's awful in that it is too wordy, and it's all one rambling, scripted fucking thing, because when the crowd started chanting stuff, he didn't let them fucking do it and, like, go with it. He just started talking over them and going with the promo, because that's what he had scripted in his fucking head or whatever.
Yeah, I also think it's one of those things where we don't need to see the same promo every week. So, like, AEW insists on that. Like, that's always a thing we talk about where they're like, nope, we're doing the same. The same people are talking every single week. And since we really don't have time to book everyone, it's going to be a lot of treading water and repeating yourselves for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think that helps it either.
I would not do well in AEW then because I don't know how to swim. And that's pretty much all.
me either. I think it's because we're black.
I
was going to go with body guy, but if you want to be a racist, go ahead, dude.
I got that from someone who's black. He's like, black people can't swim. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we can't. I was like, can you not swim? He's like, nope. I was like, oh, well. But speaking
I don't know if that like is like a
first of all
fact.
First of all, he told me.
So then we get get anything else.
Moving on.
So it's my turn to be Jim Cornette. Speaking of racist jokes, Jim Cornette time. But Matt Hardy wants to cut Orange Cassidy's hair, right? So it's like, oh no. But then Orange Cassidy just says whatever about his hair. So the guy who might lose his hair doesn't care about it. So why do we care?
The whole thing is he doesn't care about anything. Why would he care about his hair?
Right.
But two, because
why do we care?
The purpose of this is to get rid of Matt Hardy's shitty hair.
Yeah, but why would he? If the face doesn't care to lose his hair, then why is
the face just doesn't care about anything? Like
right, which is why I'm talking about his gimmick is flawed.
What? I don't really. So I don't care about this feud at all.
Nobody does,
but I also don't understand. Orange Cassidy isn't known for his hair,
right. He's barely got a hair.
So it's just kind of a dumb gimmick all around. I get what you're saying.
It's like me versus Omega and a hair versus hair. People are like, yeah, this is not dramatic.
I get what you're saying, but like Draven said, it is his entire gimmick. So it would be weird if all of a sudden he was freaking out about something.
Yeah, but the fact that he doesn't care about titles or hair, or I'm just like, yeah, then why are you doing this? I don't
money,
care.
bro. He needs money.
He doesn't care about money. He
Those
doesn't care
sweet
about
jean
anything.
jackets don't buy themselves, dude.
Well, that and he's in a group called the Best Friends, so he just wants to be with his friends, man.
We're the three best friends. Then we get Maxwell Jacob Friedman coming out to.
I think you mean Maxwell Jerkoff Friedman.
Wow, who came up with that one?
And
Jericho and Pillman Jr.
So Metheny is.
Man,
we all thought that, but he said it.
Right.
And this also made Brian Pillman's promo abilities very
apparent that they're not existent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So MJF was amazing here. It's how you do cheap heat the right way, and it was really good that he even took some time to like give Wardlow shit.
Yeah, I like that.
But like, why do they not just have Pillman Jr. run straight down and try to fight him? Like, he's talking about I mean, it was good because it allowed MJF to do. I mean, MJF got to say like some killer lines, like, the stuff he said was good, but like he was already threatening Pillman Jr.'s sister, and Pillman just kind of walks out laughing and.
Yeah, because he has no fire. Like in a promo, in the match, none. It all seems fake. It's like he's playing wrestler.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean he's playing his dad.
Yeah, it's like a character, and he definitely doesn't believe anything he does.
Yeah,
I do think that he has the ability in there to be good, but he's got to stop acting like his dad and just
same here. Yep,
I agree.
100% agree.
Yep,
because his in-ring, as we'll get to on Rampage, is fine. Like there's nothing. He's not too green to be on TV or anything like that.
Right. This does remind me of like a good old, like I always compare this to, I can only compare this WCW. I don't really mean to, but, and it's in a good way because I love old WCW, but this really reminds me of like a classic WCW mid-card feud, like Johnny B. Bad versus, Johnny B. Bad versus Pillman, Johnny B. Bad versus whoever. Like there was always a DDP. They always had really
a lot of Johnny B. Bad.
Are you calling Flying Brian Jr. Very similar to the Booty Man right now?
Well, the Booty Man was Brutus Beefcake, and I would never insult anyone and compare them to the Beefcake.
To the Beefcake,
because he's the most useless worker of all time.
True story. He's a piece of shit in real life too. Shocking, right?
Yes. Also,
I was on a show where him and Greg Valentine worked as a team, and they just
oh my god,
and ripped one dude's gear, and like they're just fucking pieces of shit.
You couldn't name two worse workers.
Clank the Clown, DJ Skittles.
Nope, still better.
Wow.
Apparently, Clank and DJ Skittles, if they would have formed a team, they pretty much would have been Valentine and Beefcake, right?
I think they were a team. I had to work.
Yeah, they were. Me and Cash had to wrestle them. Yeah.
Nobody was a team in Tri-State. Rich just threw two guys together.
You have a point there.
It's true. Team big time. But I don't watch foosball, but apparently that's a jungle there, and Mock says you're going to die because.
Well, Welcome to the Jungle is a song, not a football reference.
Not heard of it.
Well, no, but it's also that's what the Bengals call their fan, like their stadium is
right,
jungle.
And they play the Welcome to the Jungle before all the games and shit. Well, didn't that switch to the Trigger song by Katy Perry?
I hope so. That'd be hilarious.
Speaking of Katy Perry, we get Jamie Hayter and Ruby Soho.
That one worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I guess. But this was a little sloppy. That Jamie Hayter's a little green.
So the first note I have has nothing to do with wrestling. It's the fact that Jamie Hayter is using cheating methods to make her butt look bigger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the leg bands.
Yep, the Ultimate Warrior with the armbands.
Wait till you wrestle me. I'm doing the same thing.
With your butt?
Yeah.
I appreciate her cheating. It works.
Agreed.
So I like about the first few minutes of this match, I'm watching it and I'm enjoying it. I even made a note that said Jamie Hayter and Ruby Soho are great like two people that are great to start up like a actual good women's division in AEW and get things rolling. And then about the time I finished typing that, my next note is, and now it's Botch City.
Yep.
And it's gone.
Which then made me think of I wrote, jinxed it. And then I just got off on a random thought where wasn't there a localish worker named Jinx? And then whatever happened to that person? And did that person ever actually exist?
Are you talking about the female worker who switched her name to Ziggy Haim and is in AIW now?
There we go. Okay. So I'm not crazy.
No, you're crazy, but that's true.
Yeah, you're crazy, but she's a real person.
Okay. I remember them, like I remember Jinx. I remember them being pretty good, and I just didn't know what happened to them.
There may have also been a male worker named Jinx that wore a mask that I want to say was like around with the Willow and the Wisp, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy shit, maybe.
Oh, okay. Long story history of Jinxes in wrestling. All right.
And then we get a post-match attack.
Flush the toilet. So the only good note I have about that match before we get to the post-match is they did do the sweet fucking, she was going for, I think, a monkey flip and bounced off the top rope and switched it into a tornado DDT. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely some decent stuff in this match. There was a lot of botchiness.
It's weird because the same thing happened with the Hayter versus Red Velvet match, and I chalked all of it up to Red Velvet being green, but I just think there's something about Hayter's style where...
It's because she's British or racist?
Could be.
Could be.
It's just like she works at a, I don't want to say a pace, but maybe like a style where she's leaning in too much on shit and makes it like start to go awry.
She seems overzealous.
Yes, that's a perfect word for it.
Well, I don't know what they were going for on that. What's the electric chair, and then
the first.
I don't know if Ruby was supposed to go lean back all the way, and then
I think it was going to be the McIntyre spot that he stole from Wicked, where it's like you go for the reverse Rana, but she powers him and stops it, and then whips him face first in the buckle from there.
That's what I thought was maybe supposed to be happening, and it did not. It went bad.
Or even do that, and then just Ruby sits up and she switches her over into the DVD grip and does the neck breaker thing that she went to next.
Yeah.
Well, and then Tony Schiavone's like, "Can we call that a flatliner?" And Taz is like, I mean, I guess.
I mean, of all things for Excalibur not to be there to cover for something, I think.
Yeah.
But then the post-match beatdown set up a trios match.
On Rampage.
Brian Cage and Ricky Starks aren't done. Ugh.
And they never will be.
Did you see that Cage's wife is starting to rant on her Instagram about how they're misusing him and treating him worse than he should, and he should be a top guy?
Yep.
I mean, he
looks like a top guy. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Counterpoint, no, they're not. He's at the spot he should be. He's not like a jobber by any means, but he's right kind of at the spot that I think he should be at.
I mean, CM Punk's about to step into his spot, so...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, so CM Punk's going to join Team Taz and end up being the FTW champion?
I mean, feuding with Team Taz.
Yeah.
Because that's what...
Well, maybe they're getting ready to team those two up and give Brian Cage a boost until his wife ranted, and now he's not going to get that.
Yeah.
That'll show him.
That's why I say never get married.
That's a million other reasons.
Speaking of someone I want to marry, FTR and Sean Spears with Holly versus the Dark Order. And this was surprisingly short. That's what she said.
Yeah, because when Draven sent us in the group chat, he sent us the match image.
Yeah.
And said, and I was like, oh, fuck, that is going to be good. And then I forgot they were doing the whole story, the Dark Order splitting up. So unfortunately, this match was just to get that story over. Because it would have been, if we would have got this match like a month ago, it would have been awesome.
It would have been so sweet. There was an old man JR-ism in this one. He's ranting about when he used to be a ref when he broke in and wouldn't be able to get away with this and that. And they're talking about, what was it? JR is like, oh yeah, you're my grandma's favorite ref or something like that.
Yeah, Stu Grayson tags himself in. And then as soon as he does, John Silver tags himself back in. And JR's like, back in my day when I was a ref, you had to make contact before you could tag back out. And Tony Schiavone said that. And then Taz is like, did you guys wear shirts back then? Or did you ref topless.
In OVW, we had to tag hand. You couldn't tag. Blind tags were not allowed. Only hand-to-hand tags. It was awful.
Only hand stuff.
Only hand stuff. I tried to do butt stuff. They're like, nope, got tagged.
No butt stuff.
But yeah, I mean, this was just the storyline. That's it. Which is disappointing. But then the post match is also just a storyline because we get Anna Jay and Ty Conti being like, stop it.
I kind of don't understand what this was leading to, but I saw somebody theorize what they think it is, and if it would be that, I guess it would make sense.
Colt Cabana getting fired?
Well, that would make sense for a lot of reasons, but no. So they're doing the Civil War because they're aimless without a leader and blah, blah, blah. Well, Brody's hometown is Rochester, New York, and that's actually coming up on the schedule. And I saw somebody say that they thought they saw somewhere that Bray Wyatt turned down his no-compete so he can debut in Brody's hometown and be the leader of the Dark Order to give him direction. Who knows if that's true, but that's about the only thing that would save what they did here.
Yeah, I kind of, once they started doing this, I kind of thought Bray would end up being the leader. Like, that's only him and Adam Page makes sense. But that would be, I mean, that'd be a big fucking pop.
Well, they could go back to being their evil ways, and Adam Page comes back. It's like, what the fuck, guys? This is not what this is not our thing anymore.
They could even, like, split off Silver and Reynolds that could just be, like, Hangman's backup and not even be Dark Order guys anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think, what's his name? Johnny Hungy. I think he gets lost in the shuffle. He could actually be, do stuff.
Yeah, he's really good. He's fun to watch.
Yeah. Then we get Tully being interviewed by Shivani, and he's talking about flashbacks and Sting riding coattails, which is very hilarious for Paulie Lander.
This was so weird and random.
It was very weird.
There are a lot of stories in AEW that just start with, like, some weird old man calling people out, I guess.
Yeah. Like, I feel like it'll probably end up being good and productive because most things AEW start, like, that's, usually ends up being good, so we'll see, but
they tell us it's going to be Pillman Jr. and MJF at Arthur Ashe. They're treating that show like a pay-per-view.
Yeah. So. What is the highest draw they've ever had for any show ever, all time?
Wow.
Well,
they opened up more seats. They opened up more seats today. They've already sold 18,000. They've just opened it up to where 19,000 can fit.
I thought United Center did 30.
United Center did 16 or 14 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, plus, originally, everybody thought that was when Danielson was coming in, so everybody hurried up and got the tickets.
Then we get the Elite. Tony's in the ring. Doesn't matter. He's not there long.
It is funny.
It does matter. It does matter. Well, yeah, we skipped some shit, didn't we? Sammy picture, a Varsity Blondes backstage thing.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get the Sammy. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do.
We always talk about he's done that before. They're just trying to get his face on TV because he hasn't been on in like 2 months.
Yeah. I'm not interested in Pillman Jr. and Max Caster at all, and unfortunately, that's going to happen, though.
Yeah.
On to the Elite promo, and you say Tony's not here long, but he's there long enough for Adam Cole to get right in his face.
Yeah, and call him a nerd.
That was awesome.
Fucking with his girl. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, you nerd. That was a great line.
Yeah, Tony is the definition of, like, old nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes from a nerd, so... But,
I really love that Gallows and Anderson are held in the same regard as Cutler and Nakazawa, basically, at this point.
Yeah.
He did not put them over at all.
No.
As far as Adam Cole's concerned, they're not even there. I bet he never once references them, ever.
Well, even
that should be a thing, like an outside joke, and they're like, hey, we're here too. He's like, oh, yeah. And just keep forgetting.
Well, even when, like, later on in the show, they showed a match graphic of the Elite, it doesn't have anybody other than Kenny, the Bucks, and Adam Cole. Like, they just cut out everyone else.
Yeah. So are we getting Danielson's going to be his first match going to be for the belt?
I don't know if it'll be a title match, but I do think they are going to wrestle at Arthur Ashe.
Yeah, it seems like that's definitely going to be his first match.
If not, then it's going to be a Survivor Series match where they're the two captains.
So I did say, okay, I have more fantasy booking. So I think this could lead to a pretty badass. I had War Games, like their Blood and Guts thing, but the Survivor Series thing is probably more likely. But
yeah, they can't fit 2 rings, and they've already sold all the tickets.
yeah, but it would be, I think, pretty awesome to have. So during the build, have the Elite injure Kazarian and leave it up to where like the other teams needs a replacement, and have it be Adam Page and be how that's how he comes back.
I love it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I mean, we can injure Kazarian even if Page doesn't take his place. Just,
Yeah, let's just do that anyways.
So yeah, this was good. I mean, did what it was supposed to do. We got to see the new guys. Then we get the short main event, and I got some info from the Wrestling Observer, Uncle Dave, for this one. But Suzuki and Moxley, what we got was good, but it wasn't very long. That's what she said.
I wouldn't even know if I would go as high as good. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this unfortunately did not live up to what I thought it was going to be.
So here's why it was so short. They don't. So whenever you're in WWE, they give you segment time from the time your segment starts to the time it's over. In AEW, they give you entrance time, match time, and post-match time. So they were told that they needed to hurry up, and Moxley needed to hurry up the entire thing. He didn't know that his celebration time was going to be that. He thought he was cutting his celebration time, and he cut the other time.
Yeah, because that was like way too long. Just fucking walking around, hanging out with dudes in the crowd.
Yeah, so he thought I guess the ref told him that they needed to, go home. He thought he needed to just do time for both, and they were just saying it's getting near the end of the match time. So there we go. So he went home super quick, like 3 minutes with the celebration and the end of the match. He had 3 minutes for the rest of the match or whatever it was. So
plus the 3 that they had scheduled for the celebration or whatever.
Well, I feel like they mismanaged the time anyways because they cut Suzuki's music off.
There's like a big sing-along thing at the beginning, and they cut it off right before that part starts.
Yeah, they knew they were short on time going in.
Yeah, so something like it got mismanaged throughout the show. Like, I don't know if it was the MJF segment because it seemed like it went on. It was good, but it went on for a long time.
When it gets to that point when you're doing timing for the live show, why wouldn't they just cut some of the pre-tapes that they had?
Right.
Well, we were already out of pre-tapes by that. If it's probably this.
Oh, maybe the Elite promo might have.
The Elite promo.
That might have been it.
Yeah, because we were out of pre-tapes, and so they went right to the main after. They might have even cut pre-tapes. Who knows if that went that long? So.
But Jason's not here to deliver this news, so I will. So don't be too disappointed that we missed out on this, because at the Arthur Ashe show, they've announced it's now going to be Mox and Kingston versus Suzuki and Archer.
Well, that should be pretty.
And if Jason were here, he would tell you how they've been in a stable together, Suzuki and Archer, and a bunch of New Japan shit.
I think Taz told us that.
Yeah, he did.
Or JR.
Taz and Jason, I get those guys confused a lot.
I understand.
Same thing with Hobbs and Hook. Yeah.
Yeah.
This match seemed like there was nothing but forearms and Mox's DDT. I don't remember anything else.
You got it.
What was up with the worst paradigm shift ever?
Yeah, that was a butterfly suplex.
It wasn't somebody didn't translate.
Yeah. It was and I know I say this all the time, and I know why they do it. Draven always tells me, but it was and I know they don't have any control. But what an awful fucking time for a commercial break.
Oh, yeah.
The match is just getting going. They're forming the shit out of each other. They're going to the outside, and we're going to picture-in-picture.
And it felt like more of the match happened during the break than we actually got to see for this one, too.
I think with the timing issues, definitely the majority of the match, I think, happened during the break. So, I mean, I guess, I know they don't have control, but goddamn, it sucks when the main events get so interrupted.
On the positive of this whole segment, I do, again, like that AEW had the hometown guy that's super over in his fucking hometown, looked like a megastar. And him celebrating, although it went on too long and was kind of pointless, at least it was kind of original and not something you see all the time.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, Punk's super over in Chicago, Britt's super over in Pittsburgh, Mox is super over in Cincinnati. That's how I've always thought that wrestling should be booked.
Yeah, I like it.
That way, when you're touring around the country, almost everybody's got a town or almost every town you go to has a guy that's like a major deal, and everybody's pumped to see him.
I thought though Mox so far for like the Punk, Britt, and Mox. So far, Mox seemed the least. Like he still got a huge pop, but to me, it sounded like he basically got the same pop he gets all the time. I don't think he's quite as like connected to Cincinnati as like Punk is to Chicago and Britt is to Pittsburgh.
I put him between. Well, I mean, Punk's first promo back, nothing tops that. So I'm not
right.
But Punk at All Out, I think actually got less of a reaction than
it did. Yeah, you're right. I think I would have to agree with you.
And they both pale in comparison to Britt and Pittsburgh.
So
Pittsburgh doesn't have a lot to celebrate. All right.
This is true, dude.
Break it down. Dun, 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 dun.
23 segments.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
18 of them were promos.
Wow!
And as usual, they either do 5 or 6 matches. The show had 5.
Wow.
Of those 5, 0 had a pre-match attack, but 2 of them had a post-match attack.
It's not bad.
3 of the 5 had commercials. As far as my score, the matches, none of them really hit that sweet spot, but a lot of the promos I thought were real good, and the crowd just to me came off really good.
Cincinnati-ish?
Super, yeah, very Cincinnati-ish. So I went with a 64.
Oof.
All right. I'll go.
Okay.
I watched the show twice, so definitely paid more attention the second time when I had to take notes. I enjoyed a lot of things about it. I enjoyed the opening match, like I said, up until it kind of fell apart towards the end for me. I enjoyed Hobbs and Martin. I enjoyed the matches. A lot of the promos were decent. I gave it a 60.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'll break Jason's notes real quick down here. He sent me. He want Black versus Dustin. He's like, we are going to have to keep a running count of turnbuckle covers being removed from this point on.
That is becoming a thing. They do a lot now.
Dustin is upset. Him taking out Lee Johnson, but did nothing after they took out Cody and Brock Anderson. That's true. Dustin's old and sloppy. Good thing he can still hit the Destroyer, he said. I disagree. And then Lucha Brothers promos, all it says is Penta says.
Jesus.
And then the Kingston promo, he's like, I'm going to offer your broken bones to my wife and your soul to my God. And that's all he said. Punk promo, we get Aunt Linda shout out. He is leaving his next things up to the people unless they mean the length of his tights. Oh, yeah, because he took down the pole.
Oh, really? I wondered how that went.
He took it down whenever it was winning.
I did see the picture of that before it got taken down after Jason messaged it, and I just want to mention that I thought it was clever that instead of calling him Trunks, he called him CM Trunks.
I like that.
He said Punk versus Hook is straight money. He did say the beat me if you can, survive will let you. How many people get the Taz reference? Us.
Probably everybody watching, I would assume.
He liked the back and forth between Ruby and DMD. He said the dive catch throw in the post was great. Pretty good match. He still asks him while Dan Lambert's here. MJF, Cincinnati, shoots on Skyline Chili. Pillin has the wrong energy for the family getting talked down. We said that too. MJ is gold. And he said Griff ate that clothesline. Then the Mox promo, he just said, you in the jungle, baby, and you going to die.
Why is most of his recap just saying what they already said?
Hater versus Ruby, put sloppy and bad timing. It's supposed to be a reverse Rana, question mark? Cage and Starks promo Dark Order. FTR versus Dark Order and Spears, I guess. He said too much Team Taz talk and not calling the match. That was true too.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
He said this does nothing for Pinnacle. It's a big letdown after the Santana Ortiz feud. That's true. Didn't really further Dark Order either since they fought on Dark this week, and the promo shows they have dissension in the ranks. Yeah, really beating that dead horse. It's Adam Page's horse.
Oh.
Television promo. He comes off a grouchy old man, not a promo specialist. We said that too. Pillman promo. Griff gave a look like I got hit on the head. I can still answer questions. And he said Max Caster suspension. I don't know what that. But a lot
He
of
was suspended for one of his raps on Dark.
yeah, I remember that. I guess he's back in good graces. But Jason gave it a 50, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So something 50 something.
Yeah,
So
I
60,
give it
65, and whatever.
Yeah, he did it at 50. Yeah.
50. I give it a 45.
Wow. Just not a fan.
Care to defend that, or just
Well, the matches were all letdowns, and that's what I usually.
Okay, fair enough.
That's the big push of my ratings. Promos help, but the matches, like when we had the really good matches, I was way higher than everybody else. The matches are really the thing for me.
Something about this episode felt more important than a normal Dynamite does. I don't know if that even sounds right, but like the crowd was super into it. It just felt like it had a momentum, even if the matches weren't clicking.
I get that because of the momentum from the pay-per-view. It does make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I thought a few of the promos saved it for me. Like I thought Adam Cole was great. Yeah, I thought there was some good stuff all throughout.
All right, on Rampage, I'm going to need just a minute to start it out here because this first match is exactly what I want pro wrestling to be.
Yeah, and real quick before we get into the match or whatever, I got a question for Draven because he'll know this. Was this?
I might know. You don't know.
Okay, for both of you then. Was this taped after Dynamite or is this live?
Taped.
It was taped after Dynamite. It's in the same Cincinnati, but they taped it that night. They're going to do that for most Rampages going forward.
That makes a lot of sense then because I have a lot of notes about how fucking dead this crowd is.
Yep.
So this is tooting me and Draven's own horn a little bit. I'm not saying we're in this level, but Andrade versus Pac is exactly what I think the best possible thing of me versus Draven.
All right.
If we get a Spanish guy and a British guy, we don't do it at all.
We don't have to do any of it. But like guys who look like wrestlers who still do high spots, but they all make sense and they do the selling in between. And I freaking love this match.
I mean, this match was fucking phenomenal.
I'm very over on this match, but I do feel like they held back and they have another gear that they didn't hit.
I agree, and that's what's fucking crazy.
And I think the lack of a crowd response until toward like this match was so fucking good that this crowd could not they couldn't resist getting into it. Like I'm not saying that right. Yeah, they would not be denied. Yeah.
I just also want to tell Draven, go ahead and start getting ready to take that Andrade spinning dive he does off the second over the top because I'm definitely stealing that shit. So
if you can physically do it, then I am going to catch you and roll through and then put you on my shoulders and hit an F5 on the floor. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
because I can physically do that if you think you can physically do the other things. So.
I can, but my momentum on that spin, I'm not going to be like light. You know what I mean? Like when you dive and you're trying to be caught compared to when you're diving.
Well, that's good because I'm going to take the bump and roll through and pick you up. So we're good.
Okay. Well, all right. If
I
you
need
can do it.
Momentum. I need that force, baby.
Well, that's my house show dive anyways, just to hold the top rope and do it. So I don't have to jump as far if I use that second and I'm already holding onto the rope. Yeah, that's sign me up.
I just think you're underestimating how much momentum and torque you need to get that spin.
I do that spin normally just jumping over the rope.
Are you sure you're not thinking of JD and not yourself?
Cash, you've taken that spin dive over the top for me.
Yeah.
There
you thinking of JD
too? No, me and JD only had 2 matches and they were god awful. We have the worst chemistry of any 2 people.
I vaguely remember that because it doesn't make sense because me and you have good chemistry. Me and JD have good chemistry. It just doesn't work that way.
For some reason, me and JD cannot work together.
Me and Trick had that curse. The first 2 times we worked, it was terrible. And then like the third time we're like, this is, oh God. We're both like, but then we had a really, really good match. So I was like, okay.
First couple times I worked JD too. I had bad chemistry with him, but I ended up getting a couple good ones after the fact.
I'm 99% sure that I think it was an RCW show, and it was in a weird building. It wasn't the normal building they ran. That about the end, towards the end of the match, me and JD were having, we both kind of just laughed, and one of us said, "This sucks." Like we knew it was bad. Like both of us were like, "Oh, God damn it."
I hate when you have matches like that because it totally takes you out of the moment, and it's like we still got to wrestle to the end of this, even though we know it's dog shit and we don't want to.
And every minute feels like 5 minutes.
Yes.
It's so bad.
I don't know. I don't know if Vance has ever had a bad match though. He may not know what we're talking about.
Right?
Who?
Huh?
Me? I've had plenty of them, but not against like. I have good chemistry with both of you guys, with JD, Zach. That's probably the people I have the best chemistry with. They're those four. So
Me, it's probably you, Zach, McChesney, and Bill Collier.
yeah, I have good chemistry with Rocky too, but it's just been a long time.
I don't like me and Rocky have okay matches, but it's never been one that we like knocked it out of the park.
It was like my first main events were when they let me run with Rocky, and I worked his show in the main and stuff, and so we had good. I was also trying my ass off. Like I took the German off the top and backflipped in every match into my stomach, and then I got a concussion from a punch on the floor. Rocky gave me a punch on the floor, and I shotgun backdropped it on the floor
Jeez.
for some stupid reason.
Wow.
I don't know why I did it. I was just too amped up, and
I know why you did it.
I know why you did it. And it's the first time ever I saw stars, and I was like, this is what people are talking about when they say see stars, because you see the little bright twinkles.
I don't even believe that I've had a match if I don't see stars. So I'm just like all the stars that Meltzer is going to give me. So
a couple things about this match. The slingshot DDT to the apron was fucking awesome. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
yeah, I've never seen it done that way.
It was very fucking cool.
Andrade's so good.
Yeah. I mean, how fucking crazy is it that AEW's roster is so good that they have these two guys who are two of the greatest professional wrestlers in the world right now, and they're not even in the main event scene.
I know.
They're probably not even in the top 10.
You get Buddy Murphy in this match in a triple threat, and I'll come everywhere.
Oh man.
I don't know if anyone noticed it, but Andrade got whipped into the rail in a spot where it wasn't connected, and it smashed into a little kid, and he like immediately fucking stopped selling and checked on the kid.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's cool of him. I didn't notice that, but that's cool.
Yeah. He was like, oh, and turned and like.
I have two. Well, before I get to this, I just want to say that Tony Schiavone knows all about the butt. I don't know if you guys caught that or not.
No.
Yeah, during the comment. Yeah.
I don't even remember what they were talking about now, but Tony Schiavone just says, "Oh, I know all about the butt," and they moved on.
It was in reference about something about I know all about the stuff, and then somebody was like, "Yeah, Tony, you know all about the butt," and Tony repeated, "Yeah, I know all about the butt."
Yeah. Okay, so I have two negatives about this match.
No, I will shut this podcast down.
Is it that you weren't in the match?
Yes,
yeah, that's mine.
That's my real problem with this fucking match. No, one, and these are both just very minor things, but one is I'm not a fan of Andrade's baseball uniform pants.
Yeah, you are.
I don't like them.
Yeah,
no, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't like them. No, sir, don't like them. Second, and this is another little bit of a, I guess it's Cornette rant, but Cornette did it a million times, so he couldn't rant about it. I hated the fucking finish. Not the idea of it. I thought it was, but I fucking hate when a manager, whoever, comes in and kind of barely hits a guy in the upper back neck area with anything, and they're dead.
Yeah.
Like, Pac gets dropped on his head, takes 50 fucking finishes, kicks out of 100. Like, but then Chavo kind of hitting him in the upper
with the iPad,
yeah, like he's completely fucking dead now. Like I always hate that finish.
What's worse is at first I didn't realize it was the iPad. I thought it was a bunch of fucking index cards. I'm like, what? Is there like
yeah, I couldn't tell at first either.
Each card or something there. What is happening?
So yeah, those are the two negatives. Those are the only two negatives I had about this.
So this is
obviously like the distraction part where this unnamed dude's just gonna hop on the apron with a taser
stun gun.
Yeah, that was also pretty weird. And then why was Andrade pissed about Chavo's interference, but not that guy interfering?
He didn't actually make contact.
I think they're just getting to where Flair is going to be his guy.
I was going to say that when we got done.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
We're like, just get there. We just got to get Ric Flair to replace you.
My biggest pet peeve of this whole segment is the post-match attack. Pac puts Chavo on his submission. That's fine. Babyface getting his revenge. But the Lucha Brothers are holding the refs off like they're fucking heels, not letting them get there to break it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It just didn't make any fucking sense unless they're all going to merge into one giant faction that's led by Ric Flair or something.
I mean, that could be pretty badass.
I think they might.
Man, that'd be a good faction.
Then we get Darby Allin Sting responding to Tully Blanchard, and it was all sneak attack with Sean Spears.
I don't know why, but I have this comment. I just vaguely remember, like, seeing as how everybody in AEW has to say shit. And I think Darby might have said it. I really want to hear Sting say shit.
It's not Christian, brother.
There is no fucking heat from the crowd during this. And I like the hour-long wrestling show format, but AEW has got to stop trying to squeeze everything possible in that hour because this was like just quick. Nobody gave a fuck.
Speaking of squeezing things in, Adam Cole squeezes in how much he loves the Bucks and Kenny Omega, and again does not mention Callis or Anderson.
I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
I am a fan of Daniel Bryan's very confident, very serious, knows he's the best wrestler in the world. All that, I dig this Bryan Danielson. That's why I loved him in Ring of Honor and the Indies.
It's so weird to me because Punk came in like the smiling baby face. Oh, I'm just here to help the young kids. And Bryan Danielson's come in. I just want to fucking kick people in their fucking head because I'm the best, man.
Yeah. I love it. I don't know if either of you guys really watched a lot of his Ring of Honor run.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, man. That was the best. Like, him versus Roderick Strong is one of my favorite matches of all time because he kind of just keeps toying with Roderick. And then at one point when Roderick won't give up, Danielson, like, something switches in his eyes. Like, he does such a good job of selling, like, all right, fuck you. And he just grabs his arm and bends it in a very awkward way until Roderick has to tap. Like, I just love the Danielson that knows he can win anytime he wants.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait till he works.
Yeah.
Then we get Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Rebel versus Ruby Soho, Chris Statlander, and Riho.
From the hot tag on, I thought this was pretty solid, but up until
agree.
that point, it was kind of nothing.
Yeah, the hot tag on was pretty good, but before that, no.
Yeah, Riho, she is just too fucking small. Like, she's the Marco Stunt of the women's division, I think. I don't think she's very good.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm probably completely wrong about that, but
she's okay.
She's just so tiny that, like,
you're tiny.
I just don't believe, like, she's in there like just throwing forearms at
4 foot nothing.
Jamie Hayter.
Nothing.
And Jamie Hayter is this jacked chick that could fucking like snap her in half, and she's having to sell these forearms.
I don't know how to relate that to this, but I did like when Riho did her top rope crossbody that Hayter jumped up in the air and took a full-on bump with it instead of
I love that bump. When someone jumps up in the air on a crossbody, I know it doesn't make sense, but I don't care.
But to do it on the floor, though, I thought was fucking crazy. Even with how tiny it was, that bump was loud and fucking...
So this is the same night as Dynamite. So she just had that crappy match. So you ever have a crappy match and the next one you go, that's it. I'm going to kill myself. Because I have.
I mean, I've said I'm going to kill myself after having a crappy match. Is that what you're talking about? Like, same thing?
Kind of, yeah.
That's most times after matches.
But no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like you have a bad match, and the next one you're like, all right, fuck this. I'm awesome at this. I'm going to show you.
Yeah. I'm going to show me. I'm going to hurt myself.
That'll prove how good I am to me.
Speaking of hurting myself after a match, Max Caster and Brian Pillman Jr., this was not a main event anywhere in the country.
This sucked.
Yep.
Bad, rest holds the whole match, and then I have bad again as a second note.
I'm not a fan of the Acclaimed at all. I don't know those guys.
They are the New Age Outlaws. I am into them until the bell rings. Like their opening little shtick, cool.
Yeah.
For it, but then I remember they have to wrestle.
I'm not a fan of any of it.
I'm with Omega on this. I do like their opening thing, but then I'm just like, I'm done. Starspeed board.
I think that one dude, I think he was a revenge guy. That had like he's a rapper too.
Kevin Bennett.
Oh,
yeah, I think he's 1,000 times better.
Man, that Kevin Bennett promo he did
Yes.
Revenge was so good.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah, that diss rap on me and Miss Chesney.
Yeah,
Every time I see Max Caster, I just think, oh yeah, Kevin Bennett's a million times better than you in every way.
So now he's
Kevin
great value.
Bennett
Kevin Bennett.
AEW a couple times too, so I'm surprised they haven't been like, hey, he fits in with these guys. Let's bring him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, that would help them. It's a good idea, I think, to Pillman Jr. It's his hometown. Mox already got the main event on Dynamite, so sure, let Pillman Jr. have the main event on Rampage, but give him a better fucking opponent
or charisma.
Well, that would help too. But he's good at being the fiery babyface. Just have a good heel.
Can I ask why they had to injure Griff Garrison and make this not a tag match? Why couldn't they do the same fucking thing and just make it a tag match?
Yeah, that would have been even better. I would have preferred that. So I would have preferred if this could just been just put Joey Janela against. Really? Janela's a better worker than Max Caster.
I do think they would mesh 10 times better too.
Yeah. So I made the note of put him in there with a better opponent, like a better heel. So then I decided I'll look at the AEW roster to see who it could be, and I discovered that AEW does not have heels.
I've said this for forever.
Yeah, especially lower card heels.
Or mid card heels.
Yeah, it's not good.
That can't be true.
They're very light on heels.
Yeah, very, very light.
3 members of Billy Gunn's family that are heels. There's 3 members of the factory. There's
First of all, Billy Gunn just became heel, but
and also, are you making our argument for us with this?
I'm just saying there's heels, man.
I'm talking credible, good heels that you can rely on for a good match.
Yeah.
Olive Pinnacle.
Oh, first of all, the one's a tag team, and
the one also worked Jericho in a singles that was really fucking good.
Yeah,
I would have been fucking awesome, dude. Pillman Jr. and Dax Hardwood.
The main event baby faces and upper mid card baby faces way outnumber the upper mid card heels, and especially because you just brought in Punk and Bryan as faces. Darby's a face. Adam Page is a face. There's so many.
Even the ones that don't count are heels.
But they're low card, and Kenny doesn't wrestle that much.
Dude, that could have been. Have fucking Carl Anderson go out and work Pillman Jr. Anderson's a solid worker. He had he's a good heel.
I will say though that before Caster got suspended, these 2 teams had a 3-month-long feud that was supposed to end in a blow off that never happened.
Yeah, they did. They had a lot of shit going on with Dark, I think, right?
Speaking of which, they just did some Universal tapings today where they taped 4 weeks of the Dark show.
Oh, Jesus.
I saw that they're basically just booking Revenge Pro matches now. They had Daniel Garcia versus Lee Moriarty.
That was for Elevation before this taping, but yes, that was just straight up 2 dudes that work for Revenge.
Well, so I want to do my rating first.
Okay.
Because
do you want to hear the breakdown, the numbers?
Oh, yeah, break it down.
Break it down.
So that's going to be a thing now.
They're much more balanced on the 1-hour shows. They had 6 segments. 3 of them were matches. 3 of them were promos.
All right.
No pre-match attacks, but 2 post-match attacks.
So 6%.
Or commercials, 2 out of 3. My score isn't very high, though. Andrade Impact was real good, but it was real downhill right after it. So I gave it a 48.
So we call reverse Omega here. I give this a 60 just because, again, I weigh the wrestling so heavy, and that first match was a banger.
I will state, too, that 9 times out of 10, if I watch a show live, I end up having a higher score for it. For some reason, though, when I'm able to fast forward through commercials and it's not like a live viewing, I tend to downrate it, and that's
I do the opposite.
Rampage.
I watch a tape that gets higher because I can skip the commercials.
Yeah. Once the opener was over, this fucking sucked. Everything about it to me sucked.
What's funny is I agree, but I still
everything was just forgettable and not good. Even if things weren't terrible, they just the trios match. It wasn't bad, but it was completely forgettable. As soon as it was over, I couldn't tell you anything about it really. I don't even know what to rate this because like that opener, fucking give that thing 100. That match was awesome, but then the rest of it, like a 20.
All right, now divide those by 2, and you got your score.
So divide
60.
8, divide 100. That'd be 50.
120. Yeah, 60.
Yeah, it's 60. Same as me. Told you that opener banger really did it.
I also don't like when they start with the guys in the ring like they did for the opener.
Yeah. If they said, hey, so say that's me and you, Omega, and they're like, hey, you can have your entrances, but it's part of your segment time where we can go straight to the match. I'd be like, yeah, we got a lot of shit, so let's go straight to the match.
Which is probably what happened here, but it's weird because they didn't like cut their entrances as in they didn't have them. They still did the full entrances. They showed them on Twitter before the show started.
But it saves you TV time.
Right.
So, if they told me that, I'd be like, yeah.
Like we could have.
They did have 20 minutes. They did have 20 minutes counting the commercial.
We could have cut Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson vignette, and we could have had the Darby and Sting thing just be a quick backstage thing, and we could have got the entrances.
Yeah.
Yes, and it would have actually improved
them a half hour.
Yeah. And I guess I can't give the main event or the opening match 100 because I didn't like the finish. So it gets a 90. So my score's like
55 overall.
Okay. So I like I said, I dig the hour-long format, but they are going to have to start tweaking how they do some shit.
I think it's going to be a problem though, because for the most part, they have the rest of the year laid out of their touring schedule, and there's only like 3 or 4 instances where Rampage isn't going to be taped after Dynamite.
That crowd is so fucking dead. Which, I mean, again, shows how good that opener was because the crowd just completely got into it.
Yeah.
But
that match right there is if I'm booking anything, that was as good as almost every match on pay-per-view but the cage match.
Yeah, and I don't know how, like, up to this point, they've done so terrible with Andrade. Like, I know Andrade posted...
Why don't we get the good workers working more?
Yeah. I agree.
I don't know. I think they try and save it for pay-per-view, but there's only 4 pay-per-views a year, so it's...
Yeah. Like, I guarantee you we're going to see Adam Page wrestle Wednesday and then not again till Arthur Ashe.
You mean Adam Cole?
Adam Cole, I meant, yeah.
So 2 weeks in a row, you're saying that?
Oh,
it's very soon.
Away. Oh, he'll wrestle Arthur Ashe, then we won't see him again for a month.
Probably. Why are they wasting time at a big show with the Arthur Ashe Stadium? It's going to have just about 20,000 people with a MJF versus Brian Pillman match.
They think Brian Pillman's a star. He's not.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have. I don't know. I guess you don't. I was going to say you have to have matches that aren't amazingly good, but
is that just going to be irrelevant because they teased the little thing with him and Wardlow? Is that going to be the spot where Wardlow finally turns?
Probably.
That would be a good fucking crowd to do it in front of.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, but we're also going to probably get Omega and Bryan Danielson there, and we'll probably get
and the real main event of the night, Cody versus Malachi Black.
Cody versus Malachi, that'll still be decent. I would love to see Punk and Adam Cole.
I don't think we're going to get that.
We're not going to get it, but
you're going to take Punk and Hobbs, and you're going to like it.
Yeah.
Punk and Hook.
I figure we'll get Adam Cole and Jungle Boy.
That's good too, but I'd still rather see Punk and Adam Cole.
I still think if they do Omega versus Bryan Danielson as a single, I still think they'll do an 8-man tag with the Elite versus Jungle Boy and Christian and Luchasaurus and Frankie.
Yeah,
they definitely should. I mean, I like the idea of the Survivor Series match at the Arthur Ashe show.
They could still do Survivor Series.
Yeah, hold off on Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega for a little bit.
But they could still do that and still do a Survivor Series. You got the Young Bucks, Adam Cole, and Good Brothers versus Jurassic Express, Christian, Kazarian, and one more. Who's one more?
Adam Page.
That's your fancy, or
no, because
they'll throw Marco in it.
I don't know. I hope they hold off on Bryan Danielson and Kenny for
to when though, because I
don't know.
Back title picture. That's why I think they'll throw it in there as a one-off. That's not a title match, just to do it.
I mean, it's crazy that it's so hard to book things because you have too much good talent.
There's so many good dudes here. Yeah.
Who's over in Omega and Danielson non-title?
Since it's a non-title match, I would do 30-minute time limit and do a draw.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Can you do that on a Dynamite that's also going to have a Survivor Series?
Yeah.
And Cody and Malachi and MJF and...
Well, yeah, if you cut most of the backstage promos that don't really serve that much of a purpose and give everybody...
They won't do that.
I know, but they...
I mean, yeah, you just probably don't
And
do
the
the Survivor Series match on this show.
And a women's match, the Britt Baker and Ruby Soho.
Yeah, I think
That's
you
a
just
lot of main...
I think you just hold off on any kind of like Survivor Series War Game style thing until a little bit later on down the road.
Because that, yeah, you got to give Danielson and Omega time. That War Games would need.
Then I'm gonna rephrase what I said. Then I think you can still do the Survivor Series at Arthur Ashe. Just do it as a Rampage match because that's gonna be taped there.
Oh yeah,
sure. Yeah,
that would work.
And it can be 30 minutes and get its time, and then you can still do the Mox or not Mox. Well, Mox has to do his thing too at Arthur Ashe.
Yeah,
Jesus.
They got a tag match.
Yeah, we got that. That's already loaded. So we definitely can't do the Survivor Series then. You have to on Rampage. But so ours
could just do the whole fucking episode of Rampage as the Survivor Series match is what I would do.
This week of AEW average out to 50s for almost all of us, pretty much.
Yeah.
Did Jason have Rampage notes?
50. He did not.
Okay.
But he gave it a 50 as well. So yeah, Jason was just 50s across the board, and that's pretty much what we all average to. So
I mean, it's been a pretty solid week for him.
Yeah.
They do tend to do like cool down shows after the pay-per-view. I've never understood it, but that's kind of been
what
they normally do.
We get a lot of people just talking about the pay-per-view, and
generally that 3 or 4 new people debut at every pay-per-view, so you get a promo from all them.
Yeah. And it seems like we will get Bray Wyatt soon. So.
And Kevin Owens is up in January, and Sami Zayn is before that.
And we'll get Ric Flair soon, I assume.
I mean, you've gotta expand Rampage. Like, we gotta have more shows if you're gonna have all these guys. I don't know how
they're collecting talent is almost like they're gonna do a brand split, but I hope they don't because I hate brand splits.
I do too.
I hate brand splits. Yeah, I hope they stay one roster because I mean. They got such a good roster. I want to see everyone.
Like, have a loop in your head which dudes show on which show, but don't like do 2 separate companies and shit. That stuff's lame.
Yeah, I hate all that.
Dude, think about just these 4 people in any combination you want to do. Malachi Black, Andrade, Pac, and Adam Cole. Any combination of those 4, I'm there for it.
Yeah.
So that's like all of NXT's heavyweight champions?
Yeah, it's NXT when NXT was good.
No wonder Triple H's heart broke.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I said. I said NXT being taken from literally broke his heart.
Dude, are you guys going to watch that live this week? I'm very interested to see how
the
presentation changes.
Till you said that.
Yeah, I'll be watching it.
I've never watched it before, so
the presentation is weird, man. Like from what I heard is the set is just a scaled down big screen like the fucking main roster set now too.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to be good.
Do they go ahead and redo all the titles and put them on rainbow straps with the paint splatter shit?
One can hope.
I hate it when titles become gimmicks because I want titles to look prestigious and a big deal. And whenever you
don't have that on the main roster at all.
Yeah, I don't like the spinner belts and. I'm okay with the different color straps. Not a huge deal to me, but
I hate it.
I mean, I don't like it.
I'm okay with women's titles having white straps and men's titles having black straps, and that's it.
That's sexist.
I used to love when the IC title would have different.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, I always fucking love that.
I liked it for Warrior. I hated it for Goldust. So it's probably based on my like for the character, not the actual title.
Or the human being, I assume.
I like Holler in Life, all right? You boring fucks.
Yeah. Nope. I like gray. I like gray. A little bit of blue on occasion when I'm feeling wild. So, all right. Well, this Jason-less podcast still went about the same time. So, Jason, if you made it this far, you contribute nothing.
Wow.
Ouch.
So
Jason, I don't. Those opinions are not shared by.
Nope. I made those the official opinions of
Those
everyone.
are not my opinions.
You cannot officially make things official.
Officially, I can.
I
so
officially say
If he puts in the description for this episode, I think it's official.
I'm off to describe this episode. Goodbye.